Test. We are on. All right, Laker Nation. We are at Mahtomedi High School playing against the Zephyrs. Starting lineups just announced. No Gold tonight as he graduated and walked from Mankato State University. So congratulations to him. He's off celebrating with his family and friends. But we are here. Prior Lake versus Mahtomedi, out of conference matchup. Starting lineups announced. And just getting through the starting lineups here. Mahtomedi having a pretty good season so far. We play them about once a year, sometimes in playoffs or state. But they're not in our conference. But Prior Lake will typically schedule them during the regular season, as they are usually a top 10 team in the state. I don't know where they're ranked right now, but I know they're a pretty good team. And our starting lineups here, we got Riley Bester going at the face, as we've seen the last few weeks. Double pulling as usual. And Connor Miller back guarding one of the attackmen, along with Rubin and Newharth at attack. Some of the usual suspects. We got Budchinsky. I think we got Whittier. And I would imagine Jack Smith, I think, is in as well. So some of the usual suspects. And Mahtomedi winning the first face-off. Historically, they've had a good face-off guy. But Lucas Gratz causing trouble for them early as they get their touch. And they're trying to work it around, get through their subs, and get organized. Riley Bester coming off quick for Patty Jewell. And Prior Lake still bringing the heat, causing a turnover. And that's going to put them on the clear as Colin Nauert's hitting Connor Miller on the clear as he's running over the midfield line. I expect another big game from Connor Miller. He's been a big D-mid for us, causing havoc, getting some offensive time as well, but really focusing on the defensive side of the ball, finding his role, and as he comes off here for Alex Jacobson over the midline. And I think Prior Lake is through their subs. Mahtomedi sending the pressure from the D-mids, the poles, everywhere on the field early. As we'll see from Prior Lake, I assume they like to get aggressive on defense as well. Let's see what Mahtomedi brings on the defensive side of the ball, see what kind of matchups we'll get. And we're going to attack the short sticks early, as Prior Lake likes to do. And we get that one more, but doesn't connect cleanly. And we find another short stick backside for Luke Blado. Shot on the run. Nice bounce shot. He shoots it about 3 yards ahead of the goal. Low. Hits that bounce and it skirts up high. Up over the goalie. That's a great shot. Great look. And that's gonna put Prior Lake up 1-0 early. Prior Lake working the ball around, attacking those short sticks, finding matchups that they want, and not forcing anything early, not forcing anything inside. Really waiting for a good, clean look, and they found one there. Prior Lake up 1-0 going to the second face-off here. Again, Riley Bester for us. We got Tushy here, and we got Kahlberg on the wings.
Number 26, Luke.
Another clean win by Mahtomedi's face-off guy. They're known to have good face-off men, and he's going to the net early in this possession. Pulls it out, and Mahtomedi calling yellow, calling for subs, and looking to work it around, get their face-off guys off. And again, Prior Lake on the defense. Our short stick D-mids are Keaton Souter and Connor Miller this possession. Keaton getting an early jam, no slide, good defense by him. Now calling Tushy. Ooh, good double by number 28. That's Thomas. And Tushy getting that GB, working it back before we go forward. And Mahtomedi trying to cause havoc. But Prior Lake not giving in to that. And now Connor Miller again getting a good clear. And he was thinking about forcing something early, but thinks again, pulls it out. And we're going to get through our possession, get through our subs as we work Gilbert, Berggraf, and looks to be number 20, Souter for our middies. And we get a look wide and high. Baczynski coming behind. We might get a two-man look. Oh, nice. No pick used behind the net, but Baczynski just going hard, drawing a slide and a nice backdoor look to Whittier, I believe. And yep, I'm going to confirm that is Whittier. Whittier with the second goal from Baczynski. Nice little two-man play. Starting off the end line. Prior Lake not forcing anything early, not forcing anything inside. Working through the possession, drawing slides, and we found a clean look there again with Whittier. And Prior Lake up 2-0. And now Besser causing a little more havoc, forcing a GB. And let's see who can win this GB battle. The attackmen are now released, but it looks like Mahtomedi's LSM, number 40, Ben Saushery, with the initial GB, Colberg Land Lumber. And that's going to go off Mahtomedi. And, yep, off Mahtomedi. It's Prior Lake ball. And Baczynski's going to start with this one in the corner. And we get our touch as we finish up our subbing here. And we're going to work it around. And Jacobson with this dodge draws a slide. Work it backside. Nothing clean right away. Over the top pass. Wow! Luke Plato to number 25. And that's going to be Whittier again. 2 in a row for the kid. 2 goals in a row for Whittier. That was a nice feed, nice cut. Luke Plato with the assist. Whittier with his second goal of the game. And Luke Plato with the second point. He had a goal earlier, now an assist. And Prior Lake seems to be rolling early and clicking early, riding well, playing good defense. Let's see what we can do at this face. That's the only area of the field that we've lost is the face-off circle. We've done very well every other facet of the game. Mahtomedi with another win. And again, getting through the subs. We got Gilbert playing a little D-mid for us, and Miller again. Miller playing a bunch of D-midi for us and shutting big matchups down, which has been huge for the Prior Lake defense. And Mahtomedi again on the attack. Haven't had a ton of success early, but they're looking to gain some momentum as they're down 3-0. I expect them to bring everything they've got now. They need to stop the bleeding, and they got a short stick matchup here, but they're going to work it around. They're a little two-man game, and they're going to attack Gilbert. Nice pass backside, and they work it inside. Had a couple potential looks. Nothing clicked for them easily, though. And looks like they're calling good time on number 12, and they're going to attack Gilbert. And they get a little shake and bake. Outside shot. Nice shot by number 12, Levi Lemke. He's a 10th grader. for the Zephyrs. Mahtomedi gaining a little momentum there, slowing the bleeding at least, stopping the bleeding, making it 1-3 for them. Prior Lake up 3-1. And that was a good take. They were working around. They found a matchup that they liked, and they exposed it. Good. It was a nice outside shot. Good dodge by them. It was a good take. So no knock on either team there. That was a good all-around play. And right back to the face.
Mahtomedi, number 12, Levi Lemke.
On that.
With the assist to number 18, Will Urbanski.
Couple players get tied up.
For the Zephyrs.
Mahtomedi player goes down, and kind of an easy call, but it's a tough call if you're a Laker fan. And Mahtomedi gets their touch, and they're going to work it around. Prior Lake struggling at the face-off X early, but they've been playing wonderful defense, and they've gotten a few great finishes on the offensive side of the ball. That has put them up 3-1 early, but Mahtomedi I've gotten a couple good looks, and now they're working around again on offense for the second possession in a row, and they're looking to attack short sticks as they do again. Long pole is going to work. And let's see if we can get a turnover here. And we do. Brian Kohlberg with the turnover, with the feed to Betchinski. And a big save by the Zephyrs goaltender, number 31, Gustav Magnuson. And another one. Oh, they rule it a pass. I was looking at the roster, so I didn't see if it was a pass or a shot. Nonetheless, Zephyrs, Mahtomedi with the clear there. They get a successful clear, and they cross the midline with the long pole. They save the possession. They call a timeout, and they want to talk about it. Prior Lake up 3-1. Mahtomedi starting to gain momentum middle of the first quarter, just under 5 minutes. And we're going to do stick checks. And Prior Lake has to be happy with their game on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Just got to clean up the face-off X, as given Mahtomedi a couple of easy possessions there. Mahtomedi can't really complain about their play. They've done well, but just haven't connected as quickly as Prior Lake on the goal scoring side of things. So yeah, it's been a good matchup so far. Again, Prior Lake 3-1. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Coming out of a Mahtomedi timeout. Yeah. Pretty nice night out. I don't know what the temperature is. Maybe 50 degrees. A little bit on the chilly side, if anything. But it's probably ideal playing conditions for the boys as they're running, they're moving. It's going to keep them cool. Good temperature. And let's see. Mahtomedi starting on the far side of the field at the 40. Number 22, Sam Donna. He's a senior. And Prior Lake, our short stick D mids, Patty Jewell, Connor Miller, a couple of household names, Lucas Gratz at LSM, and our normal three, Kohlberg, Trenton, and Thomas at long stick defense. And they're going to attack Connor Miller. And they draw an early slide. We send the double, bringing that pressure, and they're going to attack another short stick, Patty Jewell, on the backside, far side of the field. And again, nothing easy. We've had some good short stick D middies all season long here, and they're going to try again on Patty Jewell. Just being athletes, covering, playing cover D, and not forcing an easy slide. Kohlberg trying to get aggressive, and we force a turnover. Good early double by number 17, Brian Kahlberg. They call him Cheeseburger Kahlberg. He must like cheeseburgers. I'm not really sure why they call him that, but I'm going to assume he likes cheeseburgers. And I can't blame the guy. Cheeseburgers are delicious. I think some of the parents had some cheeseburgers and other sandwiches. I think it was Grady's or something, downtown Mahtomedi. I don't think it was called Main Street, but on their their kind of Main Street area. Good food, good appetizers, and they're gonna rule that Mahtomedi ball because of the goalie off of that shot. Or are they changing their mind? I don't know. Don't love that call. If I'm a Laker fan, which I am. Ball doesn't lie. Maybe it does. Probably like on this ride, getting aggressive. And we force it on the ground. Are we going to be able to scoop it? And we do. Luke Plato on the scoop, number 26, forcing early action to Baczynski, wide. That's a good look, good ride, and it just goes wide. We get the back up, it's okay. We're going to finish our subs. If we have any, Mahtomedi gets a late sub there. I don't know if we have any more subs. We're going to attack early. Green light's on. We get a skip back door. Again, another great look. Just goes over the cage. I think that's Jack Smith from Luke Plato. And Baczynski burying it after that series of looks. That's a great finish by Baczynski. I think that's his second of the game, if I'm keeping track correctly, which I'm usually not because, that's short-term memory loss. Been hitting the head a few too many times in this sport. But I think that was Baczynski's second goal of the game. Great finish. We had a few looks there in a row. And Baczynski putting the cherry on top. That puts Prior Lake up 4-1. Kind of hopefully shutting down Mahtomedi's momentum push there as they were trying to close the gap on that 3-1, 3-0. That Prior Lake was up. Mahtomedi getting aggressive there. I think a little too aggressive. That's going to be a push on Mahtomedi. Prior Lake ball. And Tushy staying on early in this possession, maybe trying to get somebody stuck, maybe get a face-off guy stuck. I don't know maybe just trying to get an early look, but he comes off now. And Keaton Souter now coming on. And Tushy off for Kahlberg on the defensive side of the ball. I think our subbing's over. Miller's going to stay. We got Souter and we got Gilbert. So I think this is our second line mid. What you could consider our second line mid. We got some great players on our second line who contribute defensively and offensively at times, as well as our starting attack. Gilbert making a move, not a clean look right away, and broken stick by Mahtomedi. Could have given us a look, but the goalie. Number 31, Gustav Magnusson, causing a turnover, but a muffed pass puts us back on the attack. The Lakers getting their touch, working it around, and getting bailed out there as Mahtomedi with a nice play earlier in that possession. They got a nice pick off, but couldn't complete their clear. Prior Lake on the attack, working it around. Everyone's getting a touch, and we'll see who gets the green light. And we might get one here with Gilbert on a short stick, and we do. Miller fading, and a nice good defense.
1 minute.
Good defense by number 5, Ryan Pilla. I could have said that wrong. Not sure how he pronounces it, but number 5, Ryan, for the Zephyrs, playing very good short stick D-mid, bodying our Gilbert, and now Mahtomedi on the clear, hits a short stick, and he's going to get across that midline, and they're going to probably get their touch here, and they do. So they're going to work it around. Good defense by Mahtomedi. And Prior Lake going to need a stop here to contain our momentum. And Mahtomedi attacking short sticks. That's been kind of the message from the offenses that we've played against, and our offense even in general. They like to attack short sticks. But we got some backup there. They decide to attack Gratz. Shot goes wide. And we only got 10 seconds. So we're going to need a quick look. We force it downfield. Goes wide, out of bounds. And there's only 3.2 seconds left. And they chuck it. Buzzer rings. It goes wide. And that's going to be that's going to wrap up the first quarter. Prior Lake up 4-1. Good quarter by the Lakers. Mahtomedi doing some good things as well. They got some looks. They're attacking short sticks. They had some good D middies. Mahtomedi, if I was Mahtomedi, I wouldn't change too much. They won the face-offs. They got some looks. I would continue to do their thing. Prior Lake, again, the only area that I would adjust is the face-off. If we can wrap them up a little more, try to cause a little more ground ball in the face-offs, that'd be great. Otherwise, we're doing good things on defense, causing turnovers, on offense, bearing our chances. 4 goals that quarter, great quarter on offense. Nothing bad to say. Sure, we missed a couple. Sure, shot a couple wide, but we're getting our looks, bearing enough. Great quarter by the offense. Baczynski buried a few. Whittier buried a couple. Luke Blato, I think, getting an apple and a goal. So again, our seniors leading the way there. Defense, again, our seniors leading the way. We got 3 starting poles on defense. Junior in goal. Nowers hasn't been tested a ton, but has cleared the ball well when the ball is in his stick, and but it hasn't been tested, a ton. So Prior Lake, I think, sticking to the game plan, and if I was Mahtomedi, again, sticking to the game plan. They've gotten some looks, but just maybe tighten things up a little bit on defense. I think they let Prior Lake hit a few, but they've had some looks on offense, and they've done well at the face-off X. So Mahtomedi is right there. Prior Lake can't rest, can't step back yet. If they step back at all, I think Mahtomedi will take advantage right away. And obviously, that's not what we want to see. So here we go again. Mahtomedi, like I said, doing great at the face-off X. They win another one, and they work it around. Mahtomedi doing a lot of things right this game. They just haven't gotten the goals yet. And, they're working it around. They're getting through their subs. Bester coming off for Blato. We got Miller again playing D-mid. He's been a huge D-mid, being a big-time role player for us. He's a junior. Just being a really inaugural part of our defense. I call him our 5th pull. Even though he's not a pull, he's our 5th pull. Luke Blato, gets called for a push. I don't love that call. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I wouldn't change the way we're playing here. That should have been a Prior Lake GB and a clear. It's a tough call. Prior Lake stuck on D. He's still here as Thomas getting dodged on, and now Lucas Gratz. And I don't love that matchup. Lucas Gratz, he eats, but he falls there, and they're gonna work it backside. They're not easily finding a great matchup, but we'll see here. We'll see what they're looking for. They're setting up some picks, setting up some pops. Looks like they're running kind of an open pairs look. They get an outside shot. Not a great look. Kind of an easy scoop up, and Prior Lake on the clear. We hit Blado to Miller, and Miller's going to have a quick, fast break if we can move it upfield here quickly. Mahtomedi, they recover quickly, but we keep pushing. Made a couple passes, and we found Miller, and Miller with a nice finish. Miller logging a lot of D time. I like to see that he gets rewarded for his efforts, and he buries one there on the offensive side of the ball in transition. I thought Mahtomedi, they got in the hole nicely. They were getting matched up. I think maybe they're still scrambling to get matched up and finding guys. We might have caught them early in that possession, and I think that's why we got that look still. Great job by Prior Lake, still pushing the pace, and that was a great finish. Great ball movement by Prior Lake. And back to the face-off X here. Somebody moved early, and they called Mahtomedi with the early movement.
Number 11, Jack Smith.
And in high school, a little high pass, but saved by Patrick Jewell. And Patrick Jewell pushing the pace here early to Jack Smith, and Jack Smith pulls it out as he gets a poke and a lift. And we're going to finish up our subbing. Prior Lake being sloppy with the ball again. And it might have been a trip, it might have been something, but no call. Prior Lake with the touch. They ruled that a touch. And they're gonna work that ball around. Alex Shea gets him now on the attack. That was a lot of back, and they throw that flag. I was gonna say that was a lot of back, like I said. So they're gonna rule a push with possession. Yep, that's just gonna be a 30-second penalty. Good call by the refs. I was gonna say earlier on that face-off with that
30 seconds, pushing the back.
With the early movement in college, if you cheat 3 times in a half, that becomes a flag, and every time after that. But in high school, that is no such thing. So no, you can keep violating on the face-off and get no flag. Looks like they call maybe Baczynski in the crease. I didn't see it. As I wasn't looking down at the crease. The ball was moving high. Prior Lake riding hard, though. But number 4, Colin Hagstrom, really grinding it out for Mahtomedi, getting that clear, and they're going to work hard to kill the rest of the penalty. And Prior Lake sending the early pressure, and looks like the Zephyrs penalty finishing up here. And looks like we're playing 6-on-6 ball now. Good clear, good stop by the Zephyrs. Prior Lake playing defense now. And Prior Lake got away with one. They ran a guy off, and it should have been. Okay, so, yep, the Zephyrs coaching staff, as they should be, calling for that penalty. Good recognition by the Mahtomedi coaching staff. We had too many men on. Sometimes that happens during the sub game, and whatever. That's fine. It'll be a 30-second penalty. Mahtomedi just killed one, so Prior Lake looking to kill a penalty. And Prior Lake showing a little early aggressiveness. We'll see if they get aggressive, and I think they're going to. They're going to get to hands. Mahtomedi, though, gets a nice inside look, but they have backup, so it's going to stay Mahtomedi ball. Mahtomedi working that ball around. Prior Lake looking to get aggressive. But now we're playing 6-on-6. Patty Jewell runs from the midline. Nice kill by the Lakers. Prior Lake still up 5-1. And back to 6-on-6 after a couple penalties, one by Mahtomedi a few minutes ago now, the most recent one by the Lakers. And again, they're going to look to attack the Prior Lake short stick. Early slide, they hit the inside guy. Nice save by Nauertz. In and out. It's okay. I'd rather have that than a Mahtomedi scooping the ball up in front of the net. Good catch. But, oh, nice dodge, backside. Another big save by Nauertz. Prior Lake really needs this GB, or at least to slow things down. And Mahtomedi with a couple big-time GBs. They've had a couple nice looks in a row, a couple nice dodges. Prior Lake scrambling on defense. And they just had a big PK. We're just under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So Mahtomedi had plenty of time to get a look, and they're going to slow things down. They're going to work this thing around, which I think helps Prior Lake just as much as them, as they can get organized. Prior Lake not sending the slide easily there. Yeah, it's been the ball's been scrambling. Mahtomedi has had good looks here recently, but Prior Lake playing good D and making Mahtomedi earn every inch. And they work it backside. They get a nice dodge. Another good look, just goes wide. Attacking another short stick. They get an invert on Connor Miller. Skip. Another look. It goes wide. Again, Mahtomedi going to the net, getting looks. They just can't hit the net. And here's another one. Here's another one. Goes wide off of the Mahtomedi attackman. And Prior Lake gets that GB. They're going to be on the clear here. And we desperately need a clear. As we played a ton of defense for minutes in a row. We're going to get an overlook here, and we do. Great clear, great box work. Coach Offerman working the box, and he generates. Coach Offerman generated that defensive, or sorry, that clear. So great work by the coach there. And Prior Lake just finishing up their subbing. Prior Lake working the ball around. And we're going to go, oh, I thought we were going to have a quick look with Jack Smith. But we don't. We got a couple short sticks. We got a short stick up top. We got a short stick behind. And looks like we're going to try to expose the short stick behind with a little invert look. Maybe a little two-man here. And Sauter on the attack. One more. And here we go. Jacobson on the backside trying to expose the short stick. He draws an early slide. And kind of forces a pass with pressure, but we save it. And we got one more. Oh! Luke Blado drawing a lot of pressure. Oh, we get a hold. Okay. We got bailed out there. A hold call. And a Prior Lake timeout. Wow. So there's a lot going on there. Ball was spinning around. We had looks. Luke Blado, he had the last dodge of that series. Was facing a lot of pressure. No call there. There was going to be a hold, no penalty, but a hold. Prior Lake ball. Casey Methuen wants to slow things down, so he calls that timeout and talk things over. I think kind of slow our offense down. Get probably our top 6 offensive players out there and get a look. So look at Mahtomedi's bench again. They're talking things over. Maybe get some new legs out there. I don't know what the Mahtomedi is going to throw at us here. But Prior Lake up 5-1. Let's see, Prior Lake, they're going to send out our normal 3 attackmen as of late. We're going to send out Jewel, Gilbert, and Blado at midi. And let's see if they... I didn't see them writing anything up, but let's see if they talk through something. Maybe through a quick play, And Mahtomedi, they're calling, keep it tight. Looks like they maybe want to pack it in. Thank you. Mahtomedi talk, maybe saying they want to pack it in. Maybe force an outside look as we're just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And let's see what we do here. Prior Lake found a short stick matchup. A nice dodge. One more to Gilbert. Just couldn't connect on that pass. That could have generated a nice look. That might have been Petty Jewell. Sorry, not Gilbert. As Petty Jewell's number 24, Gilbert's 14. And Petty Jewell to Gilbert now. And we find Luke Blado back side with the short stick. And he's going to dodge. Gets the double, gets tripped up. No call, not a great look. Just kind of a sloppy play, sloppy turnover. Don't love what we're doing there. And Mahtomedi on the clear, goalie ball. And soft ride allows Mahtomedi to clear that ball. I thought relatively easily, but Brian Kahlberg begs to differ as he lays some lumber. Ball was bouncing around. Number 9, Connor Stoker. Mahtomedi scoops up that ball and buries one pretty close to the net. I thought that was going to be a Prior Lake ball and a Prior Lake turnover, but I think they just got a little lazy on that clear. Minis could have rode a little harder. But it is what it is. Prior Lake 5-2 late in the second quarter.
GSU got the assist, man. Assist. We got the assist.
Oh, I didn't see the assist. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Scoring for Mahtomedi, number 9, Connor Stoker. That's Stoker. Unassisted for his efforts.
Yeah, I didn't see an assist. I think it was just Stoker scooping that GB. They ruled out a pass off of Mahtomedi. Prior Lake on the clear. And Brian Kahlberg working the ball up the field. Mahtomedi in a deep clear. And pressure up at the midline, but easily broken by number 15, Connor Miller. And they're going to work it to the attackman. Prior Lake not able to connect easily. They're going to finish up their subbing. They get Brandon Berggraf on. Bergie, Miller, and Jacobson playing along midfield for us. Just under 2 minutes in the second quarter. We get a little invert look. Invert is when we get a short stick behind the net. Very advantageous for... Nice look! Big save. Getting a short stick D-mid behind the opposition's net. That's very advantageous for the offense as... it's good to get a short stick matchup anywhere but behind the net. Forcing a slide from there could create a lot of different offensive looks, and we got one there. Mahtomedi with a nice look that goes wide, and now they're on the offense. They got some time to work with, not all the time in the world, but I think they would like to end with a good offensive possession. Maybe with a good look here. As they're down 2-5.
1 minute remaining in the half. 1 minute.
With just 1 minute remaining. Who do they rule that out of? They rule it off of Mahtomedi. Prior Lake on the clear here. A couple guys coming off for Prior Lake. And Prior Lake on the attack. We got 40 seconds. We got time. We have a timeout as well. Connor Miller, he's got a short stick. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to get the guys that they want. Good timeout.
Right away for their final timeout.
Might as well use it now rather than later. Well, you don't really have later as the timeouts reset after the half. So we got 33 seconds left in the first half. Prior Lake ball. Might as well use that second timeout now. Get the 6 guys we want out there and try to get one more goal. Make it a 4-goal lead going in the second half. Mahtomedi sticking around just enough. We saw against Rosemount on Thursday, they were down by 6. But in this game, it's quick. It's like basketball. If you're only up by a few, you can come back quickly. Just like lacrosse, right? If you're only up by a couple, you can come back quickly. So a 3-goal lead. It looks nice on the scoreboard. That can be erased in a matter of no time. So I would love if Prior Lake got one more goal here, made a 4-goal lead going into the second half, and then we could build off of that momentum. Start of the third quarter, and to start this possession. We got Patty, Jewell, Gilbert, and Blado at midfield, and our usual suspects, Paczynski, Whittier, and Jack Smith at attack. Let's see what they talked about. And they get a short stick right off this possession. Luke Blado. I love this matchup. I wouldn't even two-man. I'd get Jack Smith out of there. Attack this short stick, and they do. Backside look to Gilbert. Not an easy look right away. Luke Blado on the sweep. He's going to get a look here. They try to force it inside. I thought Luke Blado could have generated a shot for himself. And they try to shoot one from down the field at the end of that quarter. Late. And that's going to wrap up that first half and that second quarter. Prior Lake up 5-2. Good first half by the Lakers. They buried the looks, especially in that first quarter that they got. Second quarter was a little slower, I'd say. Mahtomedi winning the face-offs. Mahtomedi doing a lot of things right. Maybe just not burying enough looks or as many looks as maybe they'd like to. So no knock on either team. Both teams playing very well. I think both teams have areas in the game that they like to do better. But again, it's just anyone's ball game still, as it's only a 3-goal game. And like I said earlier, a 3-goal lead is like a 3-point lead in basketball. It could be erased quickly. So going to the second half, Prior Lake 5, Mahtomedi 2. We're going to take a short break. As the players take a break, we will see you second half. Thank you. Laker Nation, welcome back. Start of the second half here. Prior Lake up 5-2. We had a good first half, but more to come. It's been a good battle back and forth. I invited the PLAY president up here, Mr. Gratz. He wanted nothing to do with it. I invited my own sister, Alexa Blittle. She wanted nothing to do with it. So I tried to have a second person up here. I just couldn't. I couldn't get anybody up. We need better salaries up here. I don't know. Maybe get some sponsors. The parents and some of the fans went to, I believe it was called something Grady's, O'Grady's, in the Mahtomedi area. Great spot. No free sponsors though. Mahtomedi winning that first face-off, going hard to the cage, getting a shot wide. I think there were some good sandwiches, some good wings, good pizza. I heard a bunch of good things about the local Mahtomedi area restaurants, and we're getting good lacrosse here. We got a tight matchup, 5-2, but it's been a much closer game than the score shows, and it could go. It could change quickly as the second half starts here. Mahtomedi coming out hot. I see an extra hop in their step here, and they're attacking the cage, and they're getting another look here. A shot just wide, and they get another backup. Mahtomedi, they've been winning the faceoffs all game, and they've been gaining the early possessions. They just haven't gotten the looks. They're getting a couple looks here early in the second quarter, and they're going to attack on their short stick. They get a sweep look here, a little fade, a little pop over the top. Here we go, and a nice save by Colin Nauertz. Quick clear, and that's going to put Prior Lake on a quick clear here. A little pressure on the pack of Patrick Jewell. Here we go, little feed, and they're going to slow things down. Luke Blato coming off the bench. We got Connor Miller, and again, Patty Jewell staying on as well. Prior Lake on the attack. We've gotten some good early action this second quarter. Prior Lake needs to keep the pedal to the metal if they want to stay up in this game, as Mahtomedi forcing a ball down. Prior Lake laying some body, and they get that GB. I don't think the Zephyrs love that call, or that no call, sorry, as they go to the net here. A little feed inside, a big save, but a nice rebound. They get a second look. Riley Baczynski, is that his second or third? I think that might be his third of the game. Baczynski.
Number 45, Riley Baczynski.
I think that feed was from Jack Smith. So I think Jack Smith will be awarded an assist. Riley Baczynski with a rebound and a finish. Good finish by number 45, Riley Baczynski. And again, probably like at the faceoff X, we're up 6-2, but we have not had the best of luck here. But we force a GB, and Connor. Oh, I don't love that call. I thought we tied him up nicely. But they're going to rule it a hold. And Prior Lake back on defense. Mahtomedi definitely has the upper hand at the faceoff X this game so far. They're going to dodge Riley Bester here. And another nice save. What do they call?
Equipment.
They call an equipment violation on white number 4. And that's the face-off guy, Colin Hagstrom. He's done very well tonight. I don't think it mattered because Colin Nauertz had a nice save for us. All Prior Lake needs here is a touch, but we're gonna. I thought we were gonna generate a quick look here, and they force it. We didn't need that. We just need a GB, and Burgraff gets that for us. He gets the GB. We slow things down. We work it around. Good save, good slowdown by Bergie. Good save by Colin Nauertz there. He's had a few this game. And Luke Blato working around. And Jack Smith working from up top. We usually see him behind. He is Connor Miller, though. And Miller working it behind. Oh, man. Prior Lake just didn't really have the cleanest offensive possession there. Kind of not really forcing anything too bad. Just wasn't the cleanest look. And the Zephyrs, credit to their defense.
Nice.
But now Prior Lake on the ride. Lucas Gratz looking to push early offense. Smartly working. No. We don't need that. We do not need that. And Lucas Gratz, long stick. I get it. Long sticks get excited when we get the ball. We want to go score. I was the same way. But at some point, we need to recognize the situation. We should have loved the ball there. We forced a nice turnover on the ride. But we continued to go to the net when we shouldn't have. Forced an unnecessary turnover. But Mahtomedi might be bailing us out here. And who are they going to rule this ball to? I don't know. They somehow rule it quickly to Mahtomedi. I don't disagree with the call. It was pretty quick. Prior Lake now on the attack, and we got bailed out of one. That could have been ugly. It's time to slow things down, get through our subs, not let the long stick middies do anything. Get them off the offensive side of the field and let them focus on their position. Prior Lake now on the attack. Riley Baczynski, Luke Blado on our side of the field working the ball. Looks like we got Sauter and Burgraff on the far side of the field. And Jack Smith joining the fun over here. We also have Whittier on the far side of the field. We got Luke Blado with the short stick matchup. I know Luke Blado loves calling ankles when and he breaks them. And a nice little look. Gets a little check. He's complaining. Doesn't need to. It's okay. And Luke Blado still has a short stick matchup. What's going on? I don't think the ref liked Luke Blado complaining to him. I don't know if that was the call or if Mahtomedi had the backup. I'm not sure what the official call was. Either way, Mahtomedi ball. They're on the clear, but Prior Lake working the ride, and flags are flying. I think they're going to call something. Parents are yelling. There's been hits both ways. I don't love the call, but I get it.
Penalty on number 25, Prior Lakes, Nate Whittier. Cross-checking, 1 minute.
Nate Whittier, cross-check 1 minute. I think he got him a little high. I think, maybe Prior Lake getting a little antsy, a little out of control. If they were complaining to the ref and then getting a cross-check, I think that's just a little unnecessary. A couple unnecessary plays. And now that's going to put Mahtomedi on the man up. And Kahlberg reading that play, anticipating, getting the GB. And wow, nice. Now he's going to run. And we might have a fast break. Look. He tries to dish it to Batch. That would have been nice. Great defense by Brian Cheeseburger Kahlberg. He tries to find Riley Baczynski for another one. Just doesn't connect. Now Mahtomedi on the clear. They get one easy pass. Prior Lake just getting deep in their ride, and their penalty expires. So we're going to be 6-on-6 now. Mahtomedi with the late sub. We got some parents yelling about tomahawks or this or that. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I don't know. Parents are yelling. I'm not sure what's going on. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Prior Lake on the attack. We're 6-on-6. Penalties have been released. It's been a pretty clean game. There hasn't been anything too crazy. One nice skip pass, and we had a nice dodge. And now we're going to work it to backside. And now Miller working a little force inside. That's okay. We have the backup. Nothing easy early in this possession. Prior Lake not needing to force anything. Let's wait for a great look as we have the lead. And they're calling that keep it in. I don't love that keep it in call by the refs. It's not like we haven't been going to the net. It's just Prior Lake still working that ball around, and we're gonna have to keep it in though. Nonetheless, I may disagree with the call, but the call's the call. So Prior Lake, they have to keep it in. 6-on-6, and we can't go outside that box. And a little flip play from Whittier to Jack Smith. Oh, a little inside roll. Smith cut. Yes. Smith to Baczynski. Mahtomedi, credit to them. They made us work for that look. They were playing great defense. They forced that keep it in call. We didn't get a look easily early in that possession. We had to work deep into that possession, and we finally got it. We had a couple looks wide, and we finally got that look. Jack Smith to Baczynski. I might have said that combo earlier in this game. I don't remember, but Jack Smith, that's his. He's had a couple points. I think a couple apples this game, and Baczynski another one in the back of the net. He's been hot. He's been shooting. And this kid, number 4, they're gonna rule it Prior Lake ball. But number 4, Colin Hagstrom for the Zephyrs, he's had a great game at the Faceoff X. Credit to him. Oh wow, that was number 20. I think that was Sauter. Keaton Sauter with a little shake and bake outside shot beats the goaltender. And it was kind of a broken play. I didn't expect it, but a nice shot. And he buried his look there. So good for Keaton Sauter. That's going to put a couple quick goals, puts the Prior Lake Lakers up 8-2 against Mahtomedi. But this number 4 kid, Hagstrom, and they're going to call a push on Bester. So the Hagstrom kid, another win, and he's going to push the net early, but works it wide. And they're calling something.
Strap on him again. Number 4.
They call the strap just a helmet undone. They keep it white ball. But that's not the first time that they've called that on him. Now they've called it a couple times. And the Lakers, they cause a turnover. Mahtomedi sending a ton of pressure early in this clear. They get a nice couple of passes up to Gilbert, and there's a bunch of green grass ahead of them. So we should be able to get this clear as long as everything goes well. A little trip, no call. And that's unfortunate for the Lakers. Mahtomedi on the clear now. Kind of a little trip play. Kind of mishandled the ball. I don't know if it was anything Mahtomedi did or not. But Prior Lake having an opportunity to at least get this GB. If not, get a failed clear. We get the GB. Gratz to Blado. And Blado gets the touch. And he's going hard to the cage. And we're going to pull it out with Whittier as we're kind of getting jammed in on. I think it was probably a smart move. But now Whittier, he's going to attack me with the short stick D midi. gets a nice little look, a little shake and bake. Backside feed. We try to force it to Blado. Don't hate the look, but we didn't connect. So we're going to be on the ride. Not a, it was a force, but, not a terrible force. Mahtomedi trying to force it to the middle of the field. We send 2 pulls on that. Great defense, great ride by the lake. And Plank, number 23. I know he doesn't get a ton of playing time, not a ton of face time, but he's a role player for us. That second LSM when maybe Gratz is tired. He holds his own. He makes plays. Great play by the senior Joey Plank, causing that turnover, getting that GB, and we're right back on offense. And we find a short stick matchup early. Trying to force a couple now in a row inside, but Gilbert able to save it. We might see a little give and go. A little give and go from Blado to Baczynski. It's kind of a broken play off of that, kind of that overpass. Gilbert saved it. And then a little give and go from Blado to Baczynski. So Blado to Baczynski, back to Blado. Blado with the finish, Baczynski with an apple. Both of them, they have a bunch of points tonight. Seniors, leading the way, 9-2. 9-2 Lake, and we're back to the face-off acts where the Lake have struggled. Here we go, once again.
1 minute in the corner. 1 minute.
This Hagstrom kid doing a great job, winning it to himself, and forcing a look early, right away off that face. They're going to have a little bingo look, but Mahtomedi didn't recognize it right away. As a bingo look, off that sub game. Both teams are subbing. Mahtomedi, they got a guy over that midline first, kind of Prior Lakes guy coming out late, but they didn't really realize it right away. So now we're in the possession. They sent the early double. Mahtomedi with the look. That goes wide, Colin. Now it's holding his own in that cage. He's made a couple saves. A lot of looks have gone wide. But when Collins had the opportunity, he's made those saves, cleared the ball well. And Mahtomedi trying to force a look here again. And Nauertz with a nice save. And Prior Lake back on the clear. Late in the third quarter, 1-0. We get a look right at the end of the quarter. Good save by number 27, Xander Williams. And now we're going to the fourth quarter. Prior Lake up 9-2. I still stand by Mahtomedi. They've had a great game. They've gotten a ton of looks. They've won a bunch of face-offs. They played good defense. I just don't think they've buried the chances and the looks. They've gotten a bunch of looks. I just don't think that maybe they had the finish that they wanted to tonight. Prior Lake, 9 goals through 3 quarters. They got to be happy. Only letting up 2. They've gotten the saves. They've caused the turnovers. Prior Lake's got to be happy. They've cleared the ball well, and they've made plays on the offensive side of the ball. So Prior Lake up 9-2. And a quick intermission here going in the fourth quarter. And Prairie Lake Mahtomedi coming out for the fourth quarter. Prairie Lake up 9-2. And Mahtomedi, they have dominated the face-off X. Going again at it. Bester. And this number 4 kid, Hagstrom. Hagstrom's had the better in the upper hand. But Prairie Lake forcing nothing clean right away. They force them back before they go forward, and they cause a turnover. And, that's a win. That's a win for the Prairie Lake Lakers. And they get an early look. They get a shot. And that's going to go off of somebody. And I think there was a delayed, there's a man down. Sorry, I missed that. There is a man down for the Zephyrs. I didn't see it. Maybe it went off of him. So man down for the Zephyrs. I think it's going to be Prairie Lake ball after this this breakage. And it looks like the Mahtomedi player, walking off on his own strength. So that's great to see. Hopefully he returns soon. Prairie Lake coming out of this little break. They're going to start with the ball as Mahtomedi player comes off. Looks like Riley Baczynski's going to start with the ball on the far side of the field. And we've got a couple of short stick matchups here on this side of the field with Jewell and Miller. Let's see where they try to expose. We got lucky. Thought we were going to throw one out of bounds there. And it looks like Miller likes his matchup. He's going to try to draw a slide in. He does. And he's going to redodge. And there's going to be a flag down. Maybe a trip. We got a free look. Luke Blado dodging hard. Little underhand shot, whistle. And it looks like number 2 for Mahtomedi, Ethan Russell.
Interference, 30 seconds.
Interference penalty for 30 seconds. Prairie Lake on the power play, 4:30. It's going to be a 6-on-5 power play. A little trip up there. Mahtomedi, they were getting excited about that over-the-head check, as I would too if I was on their team, but kind of tripped up their legs a little bit, and that caused the flags to go down. Prairie Lake working the ball around, seeing where the defense is reacting. Looks like they're doing a little 5-man. That middle guy getting aggressive. They might have a look low or on the inside as they work it low. They kind of let Will kind of carry it high, and we're 6-on-6. So that 30 seconds went by quick. Now we're 6-on-6. We still got 2 short sticks on the field. And Luke Blado, he's calling for a matchup. He likes the short stick that he's matched up on, and he shakes and bakes. But I think he's going to swing it backside, and he does. Riley Bester just couldn't handle that pass. And And yeah, a couple of missed GBs there. A nice back check by Blado. Ball's on the ground. Thomas couldn't handle it. Blato's still on it. And Kahlberg now working it to his goalie. Now it's back to Kahlberg, and now they need to get it clear before they run out of time. One more to Blado, and that should be good enough. They get their touch. They're going to finish up their subs. And Jacobson on. So we are 6-on-6 now. So we got bailed out there. And Pearl Lake working around. Gilbert, he's got a short stick behind. He might try to expose. They're calling to keep it in. Another early one. I don't love that keep it in call. They're going to give it to the goalie now as we get an outside shot. That's 2 keep it in calls this game for Prior Lake that I don't feel like were totally justified. We weren't late in the possession, and Prior Lake, they're running their 10-man ride, and the Zephyrs goalie, the Zephyrs goalie sent it to the cage, off the defenseman. They get a second look at it, and now Colin Nauertz with another big save. That's a great save. That keeps it 9-2 Prior Lake, and Prior Lake back on the clear, and they're working on our side of the field. 2 guys on this side, and Prior Lake gets their touch. And they're going hard to the cage quick. They get a little tic-tac-toe play. Couldn't connect on that last pass. A little GB now. Who's going to win it? Oh, high hits. Oh, big save by Mahtomedi, goaltender. The shot. Get it. Yeah. So that was a couple of crazy plays. Prior Lake with a great look off of a big push. Big save. I don't know what that was. I think they were trying to feed it back door. But they had a big save. It went over, but since it was a shot, it wasn't an over and back play. Since it was a shot, Prior Lake, I think, was confused on that. Ended up, we still won that GB. We get another look. Mahtomedi gets there clear, and they're going to work it around. Both teams have gotten a great look in the last couple of minutes. Nauertz with a big save, and number 27, Xander Williams for the Zephyrs gets a great save. So Prior Lake on the defense, they're going hard at Miller, and they get a look, just goes wide. Again, attacking those short sticks. Prior Lake trying to get aggressive, didn't get a great double, but forces them wide and away. And they're going to try to drag Connor Miller maybe to the corner, maybe behind, and it looks like to the corner right now, and now behind. And that's that invert look. They break some ankles. They get a look, but it goes wide. Who's going to win that? And they're going to give it to Mahtomedi. And Mahtomedi working it to the backside, attacking another short stick, Luke Blado. Luke Blado getting aggressive, giving them nothing easy, but they drag him, and he tries to go for the over the head. It's a little greedy, but doesn't cost him as a bad pass over and back. That's a tough call by over. Here we go. Don't love that take because it was kind of a broken play at that point. We didn't have backup, and we took that shot without backup. It goes wide. Mahtomedi ball now. We could have had a nice possession. We could have slowed things down, and we could have killed some time with 5.5 minutes left. But now it's Mahtomedi on the clear. And now they get their clear. They're going to get a touch with about 5:15 left. And they might get a look here. And they, if they could have connected with that last pass, they had a little tic-tac-toe. They just could not connect with the last pass. Prior Lake now on the clear, 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. Prior Lake up 9-2. Now Burgraff to Jacobson, nice clear. And we need to slow things down, but we don't. And we go to the cage. It was a great take, great goal. If we would have missed it, if we wouldn't have had that backup, I would have probably been complaining more. But we hit it, so I can't complain. So Prior Lake 10-2.
Number 14, Will Gilbert with the assist. Number 3, Alex Jacobson.
And if you didn't hear, Gilbert from Jacobson. So good, good take, good pass, good play. But just knowing that situation, we could have maybe slowed things down. Nonetheless, we're up. We got a goal. Good play. And Prior Lake back at that faceoff X again. This Magnuson kid, number 4, Hagstrom. Hagstrom with the win. And Prior Lake back on defense. And they're going to drag Souter now behind. They've been trying to drag our short sticks behind, force some inverts, attack those short sticks. Oh, and that was a nice little crossover, but Keaton, maybe got a punch or something and got that ball on the ground. Now Prior Lake on the clear, and we got an open guy in the middle, but they work it back to the goalie. One more to Miller. One more to Miller. We just got to get one more. Here we go. And Miller. And I think Prior Lake called the timeout. It was late, kind of in that clear, so that was a good timeout. Mahtomedi, getting in a good ride, causing havoc. What's up?
Do you want the light on or off?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I just thought because of the glare. It's your call.
Yeah. No, it's
I did it so you could see. So
yeah. No, it's kind of nice actually.
Okay.
Kind of rested my eyes.
ambiance.
Yeah. So Prior Lake late in that clear, getting a good time out there. Mahtomedi causing pressure. Probably a good time out. They can slow things down, kill some time before they have to keep it in with 2 minutes left in the game. We're just under 4. Actually, now that I think about it, Prior Lake's up 10-2. I don't think we're going to have to keep it in because of the goal differential, unless the refs think that we're not going to the net. So I actually retract that statement. So we're going to come out of this timeout normal. Getting our top guys out there. It looks like we got Blado, we got Jewel, and Souter coming out at midi, and our normal 3 attackmen, Whittier, Baczynski, and Smith. Jewel's going to start up right by the 50 with it. We're going to need to get our touch, and they're going to start a long pull on it, cause a little early pressure. Not a bad idea by them. Prior Lake working around. We got a couple of short sticks up top right now. Souter and Blado with potential matchups. And Blado Blado draws the slide, works it a few more down. Wow, great passing. Oh, a little kind of tip play. So that was kind of a funny play. It looked like kind of a hockey goal. We had a couple passes down. I don't even know who was the last one to touch it. We kind of get it to the net.
Baczynski.
And kind of a rebound up. And then Baczynski kind of tapped it in one-handed. It's kind of a rebound. So, yeah, Blado drew that slide, a couple passes down, and it might have been like maybe a Whittier or a Smith getting it to the net, and then Baczynski with that rebound goal. So, Baczynski, we've been saying his name a bunch with another goal. Good on him. 11-2, Prior Lake. Now we got Kimmis with that face-off. Hagstrom easily won that one. We got Plank at face. We got Sauter at short stick D midi. And Prior Lake playing great defense, causing a turnover. And we're on the clear. Thomas coming off. We got Kimmis coming off, and we got Plank coming off. So a bunch of guys coming off. Prior Lake with that clear. They work it backside. Might have been tipped, not sure. We're going to save it anyways. And we're finding short sticks. And we're just over 2 minutes. Time winding down. Prior Lake still working through their O. Getting through looks. And getting good looks by a lot of our key players. Patty Jewell now on the sweep dodge. Draws one. We get a fade. And didn't get a shot there, but maybe we could have. That was a good sequence of plays. And now we got Whittier. He had a couple early in this game. He's got another look, and I think that's his hat trick. Mr. Whittier. I think that's his third. Throw the hats for the kid. I think him and Baczynski now have hat tricks.
Number 25.
Whittier had a couple early in this game. He maybe had an apple or two. I'm not sure. But Whittier, another senior, with having a great night. And we got questions from the fans. Jeremy Goltz, usually a regular of the booth, asking how tall I am. I'm about 5'7" on a good day. Maybe a little over 5'7" if I'm stretched out and did some yoga. Cheeseburgers are delicious. Getting asked by the Jungs. I think that's being referred to Brian Cheeseburger Kahlberg. I enjoy a cheeseburger. I like to throw a little bacon, maybe a little fried onions on my cheeseburger, and a little pepper jack cheese, and I'm set. That's my favorite kind of cheeseburger. And then Kurt Briggs, he's the current mayor of Prior Lake. For those who aren't aware, I know a big question in the Prior Lake area is, who is the mayor of Prior Lake? Who is Kurt Briggs? I'll answer both of those questions. The mayor is Kurt Briggs, and Kurt Briggs is the mayor. But our future mayor is the Jeremy Goltz. He's going to be our mayor in 2020. He's going to be running. He's not sleeping like Kurt Briggs is. Jeremy Goltz just graduated from Mankato State University. He's going to be hopefully a teacher. Maybe in Prior Lake, maybe in a different school district. I know he's applying for different jobs. He just graduated. So if you know of any openings, hit him up. He has a science background. He wants to coach lacrosse, big lacrosse guy, big sports guy. So if you know maybe a good fit for him in a school district, hit him up, Jeremy Goltz. And he also wants to be the mayor of Prior Lake because Kurt Briggs is sleeping. And we're back at this Prior Lake game. Let's focus on lacrosse for a couple more minutes. Prior Lake up 12-2 against the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. I love it. Goltz for mayor 2020. I think Jungs. I think Goltz. I think you have the Jungs vote. And yeah, here we go. I think we're man down. I didn't see the call. I was busy going on some kind of rant. Prior Lake killing a penalty. We're winding down. There's a couple seconds left. And who buried that? Let me see the number.
Is it Cooper Bush?
I think that was Cooper Bush, number 36, Cooper Bush. The kid's a freshman. He's made a little bit of noise at the varsity level, a bunch of noise I've heard at the JV level. He's a future star of the Lakers. The kid's gonna be a stud. I got nothing more to say about that. I'm looking forward to seeing him in future years. I've seen him in the off season. The unfortunate thing, he's stuck behind a few seniors. We got a few senior attackmen, but it's going to be wide open for him in the near future. So I'm looking forward to see what he does. Maybe this year, but definitely in the next couple of years and through the rest of his career. Prior Lake up 13-2 now as we wrap up the fourth quarter. And that's going to final horn, final ring.
And mothers, happy Mother's Day tomorrow.
Final ring. That's gonna end this game 13-2. Prior Lake versus the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Thanks to Mahtomedi. Thanks to Mahtomedi High School for hosting us tonight. Out of conference game. This is a great field. It was great weather. It was probably perfect weather to play in because it was a little chilly. So the boys didn't get too hot. Looking forward to next week. Who do we have? Let me look at the schedule. The boys had a couple. We had 7 games in the last 2 weeks, so it's been busy. But now we look forward to next week. We got Tuesday versus Farmington, Thursday versus Lakeville South, and nothing next weekend. So it's going to slow down a little bit next week. Just 2 conference games, and then the following week is the last regular season game. The following Tuesday against Egan. And that's going to be a great game to wrap up the regular season with. So just 3 regular season games left. It's been kind of crazy. This is the middle of the season, and it went by in a blink of an eye. But it was great. And we've been battle tested. We played some of the top teams in the state. Mahtomedi. It was a 13-2 game. I don't think the score was kind of told us the full story. I think Mahtomedi, they got a great face-off guy. They got a great team. I think they're gonna regroup, and I would not be surprised if we saw them in the state tournament later this year. If Prior Lake makes it out of their section. So, a great game tonight. Thank you for tuning in. More to come later this year. And again, go Lakers. We're all in. And have a good rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the lacrosse moms out there. And thank you again for tuning in to the Laker stream. See you next time.